y'all, it's Belle. Welcome back to my channel. If you can hear that outside, I'm sorry, but they've been doing it for hours, whatever it is they're doing, and it doesn't seem like they're gonna stop, so I apologize. Today I'm gonna do some series that I haven't read yet, but I really want to read. But this one's gonna be longer series, so 4 or more books in a series. And I'm back up in the book room because I didn't realize how many of these I have, and I'm not lugging all these downstairs. So I'm gonna film up here. And it looks like there might be more than one part to this video because there are so many. I didn't realize I had so many long series. So we'll go ahead and get started. First is the Thickety series by J.A. White, who is also the author of Night Books, which was just made a Netflix film. And everything I've read by him I love, so I'm very excited. The first book is A Path Begins. And the Whispering Trees. Well of Witches. And The Last Spell. I'm gonna kind of go fast since there are so many. When Kara Westfall was 6 years old, her mother was convicted of the worst of all crimes, witchcraft. Years later, Kara and her little brother Taff are still shunned by the people of their village, who believe that nothing is more evil than magic, except perhaps the mysterious forest that covers nearly the entire island. It has many names, this place. Sometimes it is called the Dark Wood or Sworder's Realm, but mostly it's called the Thickety. The villagers live in fear of the Thickety and the terrible creatures that live there. But when an unusual bird lures Kara into the forbidden forest, she discovers a strange book with unspeakable powers. A book that might have belonged to her mother. And that is just the beginning of the story. So these just sound dark and amazing, and I know I love his writing. So, I'm very excited. And I have The Sisters Grimm by Michael Buckley. First is The Fairy Tale Detectives. And I love these editions. The Unusual Suspects. Problem Child. Once Upon a Crime. Magic and Other Misdemeanors. Tales from the Hood. The Ever After War. The Inside Story. And The Council of Mirrors. And I also have this, a very grim guide. Extra thing. And there are illustrations throughout the books in the series. Orphan sisters Sabrina and Daphne are sent to live with their newly discovered grandmother, Relda Grimm, in the strange town of Fairyport Landing. The girls soon learn a family secret that they are descendants of the famous brothers Grimm, whose book of fairy tales is actually a history book. When a terrorizing giant goes on a rampage through the town, it's up to the sisters Grimm to stop him and to solve the mysteries of who set the giant loose in the first place. Was it Mayor Charming, formerly Prince Charming, who desperately wants his kingdom back? The 3 not-so-little pigs, the shifty town cops, or one of the many other fairy tale characters who seem to have it out for the Grimms? Doesn't that sound incredible? I really need to read these soon. They sound right up my alley. Very excited. And then I'll get one I'm pretty sure everybody knows out of the way. A Murder Most Unladylike Mystery Series by Robin Stevens. First one, Murder Most Unladylike. And some of them came with sprayed edges, which is a surprise. I don't know how to get them with or without, so I have some that don't have it. This is the first book. Jolly Foul Play. Also, First Class Murder. Arsenic for Tea. Mistletoe and Murder. Regular. And a tiny, The Case of the Missing Treasure. It's a mini mystery, it says. Spoonful of Murder. Death in the Spotlight. Regular. Top Marks for Murder. Death Sets Sail. Cream Buns and Crime. And the latest, Once Upon a Crime. And those are all UK editions. I also have the US ones that are currently out. And when I had posted all of these, the author did say keep an eye out for her space because they were working on, I think, getting the rest out in the US because only some of them are out. I think they're called different things too in the US. So the first one is Murder is Bad Manners. And this is what it is in the US. Poison is Not Polite. First Class Murder. Jolly Foul Play. Mistletoe and Murder. And like the Christmassy ones would be perfect for Christmas, but they're into the series a little bit late. It doesn't say much on the back, but it says, when Daisy Wells and Hazel Wong set up a secret detective agency at Deep Dean School for Girls, they struggle to find any real crimes to investigate. Unless you count the case of Lavinia's missing tie, which they don't. Then Hazel discovers the body of Miss Bell, and when she and Daisy return 5 minutes later, the body has disappeared. Not only do they have a murder to solve, they must prove what happened in the first place. These, of course, sound right up my alley. Mystery, detective style, middle grade. They look kind of historical fiction-y, so but I really need to start this because I really want to read it. And then one I didn't realize I could put in my Christmas recommendations until I was watching Lexi's newest video from Alexandra Roseland, The Vanderbeekers. Apparently it takes place at Christmas. I have 4 books, but the 5th one is out, but with me not buying sequels until I've read the rest of the series, I haven't gotten that one yet. The first one is The Vanderbeekers on 141st Street. These are by Karina, Euan, Glaser. And The Vanderbeekers and the Hidden Garden. The Vanderbeekers to the Rescue. And The Vanderbeekers Lost and Found. It's 5 days before Christmas, and the Vanderbeeker children should be dreaming about sugar plums and presents. But when their curmudgeonly landlord mysteriously refuses to renew their lease, the 5 siblings must find a way to change his mind before New Year's. All they have to do is show him how wonderful they are, right? But as every well-intentioned plan goes comically awry, what the Vanderbeekers ultimately need is a Christmas miracle. So it sounds cozy, Christmas in New York, a family. So excited to finally read these. And then we have the Keeper series by Ted Sanders. First book is The Box and the Dragonfly. The Harp and the Ravenvine. The Porter and the Veil. And the Starlit Loom. Artifacts, Miseries, Mysteries. From the moment Horace E. Andrews sees the sign from the bus, a sign with his own name on it, everything changes. The sighting leads him underground to the House of Answers, a hidden warehouse full of mysterious objects. But there he finds only questions. What is the curious place? Who are the strange, secretive people who entrust him with a rare and immensely powerful gift? And what can he do with it? Horace quickly discovers that nothing is ordinary anymore. From the sinister man lurking around every corner, to the gradual mastery of his newfound abilities, to his encounters with Chloe, a girl who has an astonishing talent of her own. Horace follows a path that puts him in the middle of a centuries-old conflict. Horace's journey leads him and Chloe deep into a place where every decision they make could have disastrous consequences. Most important, it links Horace to the Box of Promises and a future he never saw coming. I've had these for so long, and I really want to get to them. They sound and look so incredible. And then one that I missed and didn't even, when I went cross-eyed looking at my shelves, I guess, for spooky and fall season. Dale E. Basye. One's Where the Bad Kids Go. The Second Circle of Heck, or Basye. The Third Circle of Heck, Blimpo. Fourth Circle of Heck, Fibble. The Fifth Circle of Heck, Snivel, Where the Whiny Kids Go. The Sixth Circle of Heck, Procotia, Where the Smarty Pants Kids Go. Seventh Circle of Heck, Wise Acres, Where the Sassy Kids Go. And the last book was only in paperback. I don't know if he had to independently publish it. I'm not sure, but it's The Eighth Circle of Heck, Sadia. When Milton and Marlowe Foster die in a marshmallow bear explosion, they get sent straight to Heck, an otherworldly reform school. Milton can understand why his kleptomaniac sister is here, but Milton is, or was, a model citizen. Has a mistake been made? Not according to B. Elsa Bubb, the principal of darkness. She doesn't make mistakes, or tolerate them. She personally sees to it that Heck, whether it be home ec class with Lizzie Borden, ethics with Richard Nixon, or gym with Blackbeard the pirate, is especially, well, heckish for the Fosters. But the principal just might have underrated Milton's smarts and Marlowe's nerve. Will the two find a way to escape, or are they stuck here for all eternity, or until they turn 18, whichever comes first? So, I'm just so intrigued by these, and they sound so great and amazing. Very long, but looks great. I have the Revenge of Magic series by James Riley. Revenge of Magic. The Last Dragon. The Future King. The Timeless One. And The Chosen One. 13 years ago, books of magic were discovered in various sites around the world alongside the bones of dragons. Only those born after Discovery Day have the power to use the magic. Now on a vacation to Washington, D.C., Fort Fitzgerald's father is lost when a giant creature bursts through the earth, attacking the city. Fort is devastated until an opportunity for justice arrives 6 months later, when a man named Dr. Ops invited Fort to a government-run school to learn magic from these same books. But life's no easier at the school, where secrets abound. What does Gia, Fort's tutor, know about the attacks? Why does Rachel, master of destructive magic, think Fort is out to destroy the school? And why is Fort seeing memories of an expelled girl every time he goes to sleep? If Fort doesn't find out what's hiding within the Oppenheimer school, more attacks will come, and this time nothing will stop them. These sound so good. I want to read every book I'm putting in this video because it's making me so excited, but can't wait. And then we have the Rose series by Holly Webb. First book is just Rose. I think these are in order. Rose and the Lost Princess. Rose and the Magician's Mask. Rose and the Silver Ghost. How would you know if you were special? Mr. Fountain's grand mansion is a world away from the dark orphanage Rose has left behind. The gleaming golden house is practically overflowing with sparkling magic. She can feel it. And though Rose has always wanted to be an ordinary girl with an ordinary life, she realizes she may possess a little bit of magic herself. It doesn't say much, but I don't need to know much. I've always been so intrigued by these, and I love these editions especially. So, yay. And I posted these several months back when I finally got the gorgeous new editions by the author of The Hunger Games, Suzanne Collins. This is book 1 in the Underland Chronicles, Gregor and the Overlander. And then Gregor and the Prophecy of Bane. Gregor and the Curse of the Warmbloods. Gregor and the Marks of Secret. And Gregor and the Code of Law. When Gregor follows his little sister through a grate in the laundry room of their apartment building, he hurtles into the dark underland beneath the city. There humans live uneasily beside the giant spiders, bats, cockroaches, and rats, but the fragile peace is about to fall apart. Gregor wants no part of a conflict between these creepy creatures. But when he discovers that a strange prophecy foretells a role for him in the Underland, he realizes it might be the only way to solve the biggest mystery of his life. Very excited. I've always heard the best things about these, and I've wanted them for so long. Then I saw these new editions, and I was like, I'll take those. Very excited. I got these quite a while back. Popular author in the YA community, I think, Brandon Sanderson. This is the Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarian series. And the first one is just called the same thing. Love these editions. Book 2 is the Scrivener's Bones. Book 3 is the Knights of Crystalia. Four is the Shattered Lens. And book 5 is the Dark Talent. On his 13th birthday, foster child Alcatraz Sindri receives a bag of sand in the mail, an inheritance from his lost parents. When it is immediately stolen, he learns that it is no ordinary bag of sand. With it, the evil librarians who secretly rule the Hushlands, librarian-controlled nations such as the United States, Canada, and England, will finally overtake the free kingdoms as well. Alcatraz and his ragtag band of freedom fighters must stop them once and for all. Ragtag band of crew. Love it. So excited, and so excited to see what he does with middle grade because I know he's a well-loved author. And then this is 3, but there are 2 books in each volume, so 6 books. And it's the Diane Wynne Jones, The Chronicles of Chrestomanci series. This is volume 1 with 2 books in it. This has Charmed Life and the Lives of Christopher Grant in it. This is volume 2, and it has The Magicians of Caprona and Witch Week in it. Volume 3, Conrad's Fate and the Pinho Egg. In the multiple parallel universes of the 12 related worlds, only an enchanter with 9 lives is powerful enough to control the rampant misuse of magic and to hold the title Chrestomanci. The Chants are a family strong in magic, but neither Christopher nor Kat can work even the simplest of spells, so how can they hope to thwart the schemes of an avaricious enchanter and a ruthless young witch, schemes that could destroy all the worlds? I have quite a few books of hers, and I've heard great things, especially about this series, so love these new editions, putting them into volumes. So excited to get this. The Ever After series by Shelby Bach, Giants and Ice, of Witches and Wind, of Sorcery and Snow, of Enemies and Endings. Rory London is used to being behind the spotlight. With a famous director father and actress mother, she has never expected people to notice her. But when she starts her new after-school program, she finds that she may be a star sooner than she thought. It seems that this new school is a training ground for finding new fairy tale characters, and everyone gets a chance to play a lead. Will Rory shine in her new role, or her stories destined to end unhappily ever after? Fairy tale stories, all about it. Very excited. Then we have the Wollstonecraft Detective Agency. First one is The Case of the Missing Moonstone by Jordan Stratford. The Case of the Girl in Grey. The Case of the Counterfeit Criminals. In the Case of the Perilous Palace. Artwork throughout. One stolen necklace, one false confession, and two determined detectives. Lady Ada Byron is a genius. Mary Godwin has a talent for noticing things. Together they form the secret and clandestine Wollstonecraft Detective Agency. They may look like innocent young girls, but to solve the case of a stolen necklace, Ada and Mary will break into Newgate Prison, dodge suspicious men wearing fezzies, tell a few smallish lies, and pursue the thief by hot air balloon. Clever criminals of London beware. So excited for these. And then the Magic Misfits series by Neil Patrick Harris. The first book. Called The Second Story. The Minor Third. And then The Fourth Suit. I don't know if there will be more in the series, but this is what's currently out, I believe. When street magician Carter runs away, he never expects to find friends and magic in a sleepy New England town. But like any good trick, things can change instantly as greedy B.B. Basso and his crew of crooked carnies arrive to steal anything and everything they can get their sticky fingers on. After a fateful encounter with the local purveyor of illusion, Dante Vernon, Carter teams up with 5 other like-minded illusionists. Together, using both teamwork and magic, they set out to save the town of Mineral Wells from Basso's villainous clutches. These 6 magic misfits will soon discover adventure, friendship, and their own self-worth in this delightful new series. Very excited. They sound incredible, and the illustrations are beautiful. And then we have the Magnificent Lizzie Brown series by Vicki Lockwood. And these are all naked hardbacks. The Magnificent Lizzie Brown and the Mysterious Phantom. Lizzie Brown and the Devil's Hound. And the Ghost Ship. And the Fairy Child. When Lizzie Brown escapes the slums of 19th century London and ends up in a traveling circus, her life takes a twist she never could have imagined. Soon she discovers she has a talent for seeing the future, and with that comes a new identity, as the Magnificent Lizzie Brown. Lizzie's fortune-telling talent does more than make her a success in the circus. It might be the only thing that can stop the mysterious phantom terrorizing London. I've had these for so long, so intrigued by them, and they just sound amazing. I think I'll do one more because this is already getting kind of long. This is the Lightning Catcher series by Anne Cameron. This is the first book. And then The Storm Tower Thief. The Secrets of the Storm Vortex. And The Fire Dragon Storm. Now it says is, welcome to the perilous exploratorium of violent weather and vicious storms. Be prepared for 1, extreme weather, 2, extreme action, 3, extreme laughter, 4, extreme friendship, 5, extreme danger. Proceed at your own risk. That's all it says, and I am already intrigued. Excited. And if I've mentioned longer series in other recent videos, like the Skeleton Keys series and like other longer series that I've mentioned, I didn't want to repeat and put them in here again, but just know that those are also longer series that I'm very excited about and want to read. And like the Susan Cooper series that I'd hauled some of the books. I've gotten the rest of them recently. And so I'm very excited about those. So that's it for part 1 of this video. And I'll do another one with some more of them. Hopefully I can get it into 2 parts. I only got some of them down and I quit looking. I know there's more for me to get down. I was just running out of room on the floor. So I know that there'll at least be one more part. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my Christmas shirt, A Christmas Story, one of my other favorite movies that I watch all day long on Christmas, and I've done so since I was a little kid. Are you excited about any of these books? Do they look good to you? Just let me know in the comments if you'd like to. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would love that if you'd like to. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.